Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Houghton's Computer Repair here with another quick tutorial. Now, this tutorial I'll be showing you how to install Apache OpenOffice. Now, OpenOffice is pretty much like an alternative option if you do not have Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office is not pretty much a free program. I would say technically if you have it free if you're going to like a university or to high school or something like that, they might have it covered for you. But if not, you would have to pay for this subscription there for pretty much $10 a month or pretty much $100 a year, or depending, you might have to just pay for the pretty much the pro version that probably costs around $200 to $300, or depending on for which one you're choosing. So let's go ahead and get started by just showing you how to install OpenOffice. So first thing you do is pretty much go ahead and open up a browser. I'm going to go ahead and open up Google Chrome. And then from there on the top, on your search bar, I'm pretty much going to go ahead and type in openoffice.org. Be sure you type in .org. If you type in .com, it's probably going to go to a domain for sale. And this is what you're going to see on their site. And then from there, you can tell you more about the information. I want to download it. You can go ahead and select it right here. And again, you're going to choose which version you want. Now, this is a Windows option, so I'm going to leave it as a Windows EXE. It has options right here for Linux features right here, if you have them there. And pretty much a Mac too, or other platforms, operating systems, depending that's there. But the one that we're going to be showing you is the Windows EXE file. So there's an option you want to choose a language pack, which one you want to choose for there. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as is for me. But if you want to choose which ones you want, you can choose them too. But for the rest, and also the version, I'm going to put the current one. For the rest, I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is and just download the full installation. So it takes you to this site right here. It should give it a few seconds. Pretty much it says about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if it pops up on here. And here it is. It might take a few minutes for it to come to download. It's giving me pretty much about 20 seconds. So let it do its work right now. So here we have the Apache OpenOffice right here completed down. So I'm going to go ahead and click the file. Depending, it might probably prompt us. Here it is, press yes. And it seems I'm probably not going to need this browser anymore, pretty much, because the program's going to load up. So I'm going to go ahead and just X out the browser. So from this point, I'm going to go ahead and press next. It's pretty much on the setup right here from OpenOffice setup. Go ahead and press next. And you can choose where the destinations folder is going to be for it. It'll pretty much going to execute the files because it's probably going to be downloaded onto a folder. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is onto desktop and let it press install. So here's the file that I extracted right now. And it's installing any other additional features that it needs from Microsoft Visual C++. Let it do its work. And here we have it right here. So let's go ahead and press next. You can choose the username and organizations. It's up to you. You have the option you want to choose it if you just want it to be only on that one user or everyone. I'm going to leave it as anyone pretty much because it's not really needed. I'll be everyone or for it, all users. So I'm going to just leave it as is and press next. You can choose custom if you want to choose which ones you don't want, but I'm going to leave it as typical right there and just press next. You have the option if you want to create the pretty much the shortcut, pretty much it's a start link for the desktop. Leave it as is and press install and let it do its work. It says it may take several minutes, but we'll see how long it actually really takes right now while it does this work. So here we have it. The program has been installed, and let's go ahead and press finish right here. And here's the installation folders. I probably do not need these anymore, so I'm just going to go ahead and just delete these because I don't need them anymore. So here's OpenOffice. Let's go ahead and see what else it has right here. So there's OpenOffice right here, and it has the list right here from base, calculations, draw, impressions, math, and writer. Just go ahead and press OpenOffice Writer. Actually, let's just go ahead and open up the OpenOffice itself and let's see what it shows us. It says welcome. Let's go ahead and press next. You want to put my name on here. I don't think you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm going to press leave it as is. And this is what you see in the list to open up any program you want. I'm going to choose a text document, an example. And this is what you're going to see. It's very simple. You can type in words. You can change the formats, whatever you want to write. Pretty much doing a Word document. Now from there, you're going to choose the file as save as. But depending on this, it likes to save it as an ODF format. So it might be a little bit pain in the butt because you probably want to change this into pretty much a Microsoft document format for this. So we're going to go ahead and show you how you can change this format for you. So let's go ahead and get to that part right here. So I'm going to go ahead and press cancel right here. And let's go ahead and go to tools. And everything under tools, you can choose options. And you can go to the feature where it says load and save. Let's go ahead and expand that. Then we're going to go to general. There's a big list of options right here. And what we're doing right now is pretty much a Word document. So it'll be a text document. And it says always save as. Now if you want to change this to something differently, we're going to go ahead and change this into pretty much a Microsoft Word document. So right here there's a big list for them. There's Microsoft Word, and the one that you're going to choose is Microsoft Word 97 2000 XP. Now there's a better programs out here that you can choose a little bit better that allows on to the current ones, let's say to Office 365, and that one is pretty much called LibreOffice. But this is the one, depending if you have an older version, you'll have these options for the old pretty much doc file. And you can press OK. Now you can go to there, and I think the file is pretty much done to be set for here. But what happens if you want to save it into a spreadsheet? That's pretty much like a PowerPoint right there. Actually, presentation. The spreadsheet actually is an Excel sheet. So if you want to change that one, you have to choose the same way by choosing a Microsoft Excel and choose the one that says 97 2000 XP. And you can press OK. Now let's go ahead and press again to tools and options. It already has a text document done. It seems it already has the spreadsheets already set up for the Excel. And then we need to do the presentations right here. Now the presentation is pretty much a PowerPoint, and we'll have to do the same steps again. And we're going to choose Microsoft right here, where it says Microsoft PowerPoint, and select it and press OK. So all of them have been set right there. So when you press File and Save As, it will save this into pretty much a doc file right here from Microsoft Word. If you don't believe me, let's go ahead and try and open up a different program, and let's see what it does. So I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and select the OpenOffice. And I'm going to go ahead and select a spreadsheet. And let's see what it saves as. File, Save As. And it's saving it into Microsoft Excel format as an XLS. Now let's go ahead and try another one just to be sure. Here's a presentation. It tells you want to create a newer format. I'm going to just go ahead and leave it as an empty presentation. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as original and just create the file how it is, and this is what we're seeing. From there I'm going to press File, Save As, and here we option that's pretty much saving it into. I actually choose the wrong one. You see right here? I actually choose a Microsoft PowerPoint template. So let's fix this one real quick. We'll go to the same way. On different ones you can get to the same spot. You'll choose Options, and you go to Load again, Load and Save, and you'll see General. And you saw I created a presentation, but it seems I choose the one by accident of the template right here. Be sure you choose the one that says Microsoft PowerPoint, the one that says 97 2000 XP, not the template right here. And then press OK. So let's go ahead and exit this program again just to be sure. I'm going to go ahead and open up Office and choose the presentation. And I'm going to skip back to this step and just press Create. And then I'm going to choose File, Save As. And here we have it saving as a PowerPoint format. Now, you don't have to also choose the OpenOffice button right here to open it. You can just save this file, and you can just be sure that you choose the OpenOffice right here. Where is it at? There's Microsoft, there's O, there's OpenOffice, and you can just choose which one you want to choose. So if you want to just open up the pretty much the Writer edition, you can select it, and it takes you straight to it. But that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching from Helton's Computer Repair, and I will see you on our next video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you disliked this video, then hit that button. But if you like it and you want to see more, hit that like button, get subscribed, comment, and tell us what other tech videos you want to see. Consider checking out our merch store, link in the video description. And for the rest, I will see you on the next video.